Sorry, evangelicals, the Bible doesn't consider fetus a life.
Oh, it doesn't? Well, let's see how he gets to this conclusion. Hi, my name is Lucas and welcome to Deflate, where you learn to tackle the skeptics' objections to Christianity. And today, we're checking out the claim of Jesus, who says that according to the Bible, the unborn isn't human.
I've been asked to do a series about abortion in the Bible, and well, I can't. Because it's not in the Bible. No matter what evangelicals say, it is not a biblical issue.
Fair enough. He's got somewhat of a point. There is no biblical passage that tackles the issue of abortion in any straightforward sense through, let's say, a command like, "You shall not abort," from Moses' lips.
Actually, the Bible says that a woman's life is important.
Well, hang on. What's your point here? That the importance of a woman's life is a point that counts exclusively for those in the pro-choice camp? I mean, yes, I agree that the Bible says that a woman's life is important, by claiming that both man and woman are created in God's image. But how is this supposed to add anything to your argument for abortion?
In Exodus 21:22, it says that if a man involved in a fight injures a woman, making her lose the child, then he is subject to a fine. But if the woman loses her life, then the man is sentenced to death. Eye for an eye, life for a life, but that means the fetus then is not considered a life.
Well, that's far too simplistic of an interpretation of a very tricky passage. Here is what you need to know. First of all, it is far from clear that the Hebrew phrase which Jesus renders as "making her lose the child" actually means that. There are very good reasons why it may also be translated as "the mother giving birth to the child prematurely," which is why many Bible translations indicate both these options. So the flat-out assumption that this passage speaks of the death of an unborn child is highly problematic, to say the least. Second, it is just as problematic to conclude that the law of appropriate retribution, or lex talionis as it is also called, rendered by the expression "eye for an eye" or "life for a life," etc., applies to the woman only and not to the unborn baby also. Again, the text isn't straightforward here, and it may well be that the formula of eye for an eye and life for a life applies to both mother and child. Third, even if we grant that the text treats the mother's death differently from that of the baby, it doesn't follow that the Bible teaches that the unborn is any less human. Just a couple of verses earlier, the text imposes a fine for the death of a slave in a very specific circumstance. But this doesn't mean that a slave isn't considered human. Again, as Genesis teaches, every human being, by virtue of being human, is made in the image of God. But most importantly, even if we grant that this text actually speaks of the death of an unborn child, and even if we grant that the punishment for it is less severe than the punishment for the death of the mother, this does not in any way mean that the Bible teaches the right to willfully kill a baby through abortion. All this text may talk about is the accidental death of a mother or child, which is a completely different ballgame than deliberately choosing to kill the unborn. If you like this video, please share it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.